Peace and blessings, y'all. So welcome to the new moon in Taurus. I'm excited. We're going to talk about just focuses today, and I'm going to go by element. But when it comes to Taurus energy, we are talking about pleasure, comfort, indulgence, security, talking about money. You know what I'm saying? What I just learned about a visual of the new moon is that what we get is the emptiness, and that emptiness allows us to put in energy that we know, put in ideas, put in thoughts, essentially like manifest what it is that we want to come in that new moon, because this new energy is cleared out. It's like waiting for what we want to add to it, type of thing. So I hope that makes a little bit sense, or even that I did it justice by explaining it the way that I did. So like I said, our theme of this collective reading will be focus. What is it that we should all be focusing on during this Taurus season, because we're consciously calling things in for this new moon. Now, if you usually tune into TP, thank you, welcome back. And if it's your first time, then just welcome. I don't mind if you skip to where your sign is, but just make sure that you're checking the sun sign, the moon sign, and the Venus sign, especially because Taurus is ruled by planet Venus. Stop playing. So I got my aura water on 3 moons. I was about to say by new moons, child. We are going to start with our water signs. Water signs being Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. What is it that my water sign should be focusing on during this Taurus new moon? Circling around comfort, pleasure, stability, and indulgence should the water signs be focusing on. I see had the 10 of Earth and Iku, which is related to the Death card, right? So the 10 of Earth has a lot to do with their abundance. So a lot of y'all may be focusing on just getting your stuff together. Taurus has a lot to do with that stability, has a lot to do with money. And I feel like in this Cancer, in this new moon of Taurus energy, I keep talking about Cancers. What the freak? My water signs are focused on their abundance. And remember to look at abundance in many forms. It's not just your money. It's about the love that you receive. It's about the experiences that you get to have. It's about, oh, you didn't receive money, but you got a sale, so you're gonna have to put out more than you thought you had to. You know what I'm saying? So focus on different forms of abundance, and then all the different forms will come to you, but you have to acknowledge the ones that already exist in your life. Given very fruitful time, a very fruitful period, but the preparation for it has a lot to do with what you're getting rid of. This has a sickle, because it's time to cut some things off, cut some people off, in order to increase your longevity, in order to increase your abundance. So what needs to happen here is cut it off. What did Lizzie Jeff say? If it isn't vital for your survival, let it go, because it's all about it. I say survival obviously because I'm talking about life and death, and this is a lot of death. This is a lot of life, and this is a lot of death in the sense of transformation, things changing, but it's also like something timeless, because nothing around me, like, you can't tell what time period this is, what is actually existing right now. And I feel like you may just be a tad bit clouded, or like maybe in la la land when it comes to what's around you for real, because you may be floating on the abundance, floating on things that's coming to you and things like that. But it's like some things really gotta go in order for some things to stay. So let's keep that in mind. For an oracle card, a support card for my water signs. All right, struggle. It shows me that you have struggled with maintaining your abundance, or even not even maintaining it, but seeing the different ways that it comes through to you in your life. And a part of you not seeing that is because of certain situations that you're still attached to. And I feel like struggle, it's a part of life. Sometimes we're going to be swimming uphill, but what I'm seeing is to like encourage you to use like the gratification that you get from learning a lesson to streamline you. And I keep using that word, streamline you into the light, because there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, but in a least toxic way. It feels good when you go through something, and then when you're done, you get to the end of it and it's over. And then it's also a call to not use struggle as your comfort. Like, that was a part of me mentioning the toxic attachment to struggle, right? People they start to crave the emotion of something bad happening just so that they can get on the top and control it and feel worthy. And I feel like, come on, water signs, y'all know better than this. It makes even more sense that this is a fish. Get more caught up in the enlightenment factor of this when the struggle is over, because then you'll start to have more enlightening experiences that are unrelated to struggle, because you done saw what you want more of. You done got addicted to a different feeling. That's not the struggle part, right? Thank you. What do my air signs need to focus on for the Taurus new moon? And focus being pleasure, comfort, stability, and indulgence. Air sign, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Air signs. Y'all doing like too much of showing yourself in the wrong areas. I'm getting a salamander, right? A fire, so it's very passionate, but it's upside down. And usually that's all about good fortune, blending in exactly where you fit in it. And with it being opposite, it's more like you are just doing too much where you're not supposed to do too much at. So it's not given that the action is wrong, it's given that the people that you are around. This gives me an imbalance of passions, just because you're so excited to put out what you want to put out in the world, which makes sense because you're doing it everywhere. just wisen up about where you're showing yourself, type of thing. So it's not like an overly ambitious card or anything like that. It's just, I can see that it's really coming from a genuine place of you're just very excited, and it's nothing wrong with that. You got to know how to control your fire. So that's going to be the focus on here, is controlling your fire so that you don't overindulge or overshow yourself in spaces. The last card is about having a lot of faith. So I'm proud of you. You are moving out on your passions and moving out on what it is that you feel that you're supposed to do. You walking into your life, walking into your purpose. That is what's happening. A lot of faith, a lot of purity. Almost like you're calling attention to what's wrong even in other people. And let me not say what's wrong, but things that need to be brought to alignment. But yeah, there's trust, there's love in all your forces. You've been giving your offerings if you do so, saying your prayers if you do so. And if not, you've just been living a righteous life. So there is support. There's a lot of support for you, for your energy, for your ascension. That's the purpose right here. Y'all stepping up. Maybe some priests going on up in here. What I'm seeing here is perception. You can't do nothing wrong. It's really just what you're going to learn from it, type of thing. Or might be a situation that you're viewing and you are too attached to your place in it. The whole time you might not even actually have a place in it. So it's like, remove yourself from the drama, because you might not even be the center of it. And the more that you do that, the more that you allow the universe to find its balance. What I feel, what I'm feeling that is happening right now. All it takes sometimes is a shift in perception for my air signs, okay, y'all? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I think my fire signs need to focus on during this Taurus and New Moon period. Flying. You have the guardian angel. You are really being poured into by your guardian angel because you've been really pouring into yourself. So, yay, fire signs. But it's also coming from you having a lot of creative energy at this point. And every time I'm doing a reading at this point, the crows love it. You got anything to say for my fire signs? Especially because we have the air element, and the air element is encouraging you to fly. Spread your wings and fly. And then as soon as I said fly, he flew away. Wow. Air element just encouraging you to fly. Spread your wings and fly, to be comfortable with seeing things from a bird's eye view, but to also be comfortable with letting yourself be held, letting yourself be carried, and not always worrying about what it is that you have to do. So yeah, there's a big call for you, just like write down what it is that you want, write down your wishes, write down your desires, right? And then envision yourself in meditation, be sitting down at the water, and then you release that paper into the waves, and that be releasing it to the mother, releasing it to the universe, releasing it to whoever it is that you serve, so that you can kind of release it. Now you can go off and fly because you done sent off what you got to send off. But the other thing you can do is envision your higher self, and envision you handing off that paper hand to hand with that higher self, okay? Because it's time for an upgrade for my fire signs, and it comes with getting comfortable with the air element. So if anything about that makes you uncomfortable, get comfortable with it. If you have a shifty person in your life, tap into the parts of them that you love the most. And when I say shifty, I just mean like a flighty. Support card for the fire sign. We have creativity and movement into balance. Creative waters are flowing, because in a guardian angel, as well as in an oracle card that supports it, it just shows, yeah, a lot of what you're going through is prompting you to use your creativity in very vulnerable ways. I'll say that. And then there's definitely a movement into balance. I am just, whoa, kind of, there's advice to listen to your guides, right? Instead of being so mental about things, listen to your body feeling. Listen to the energy that your guardian angels, that your ancestors, that your God, whoever it is that you believe in and praise, listen to what they're pushing you and ushering you into. And when I see guardian angel, I also think of children, because there's this flow of abundance of waters, and it's fertile. She's standing in fertile soil. And then we get the creativity card, which is more water, more creation, more flowing. And so yeah, some of y'all may be welcoming in a child, my fire signs. Well, yeah, just know that you are being moved into balance, right? You got the sun and the moon, you got the lightness and the dark, you got the soil and the water, you got the dry and the wet. That whatever you are growing through is going to move you into the balance, and it's going to be a new balance. It's a whole new life. Y'all stepping into a whole new life. So it's getting in touch with different elements, expressing different ways of your creativity. Creativity has to do with the right side of the brain. So do things that you've never done before. Have fun with it. Okay, start doodling. Like when you write that letter off to your higher self, or send a letter off in the water, do something fun. Do something that you've never done before, and allow yourself to be creative, and allow yourself to be guided. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. As I say our earth signs, I had the message from Earth on the bottom of the deck. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. What do we have here? This new moon in Taurus energy, what do we focus on when it comes to pleasure, comfort, indulgence, earth signs? We have the Ten of Fire, and then we have a message from air. So the Ten of Fire speaks to keeping your wits about you no matter what you're going through. Like, I'm going to achieve this no matter what because I got this mentally. My passion is so strong that I'm going to see it through. And that's what this is right now. It's very like you're testing yourself to get through it, but you already won. You already won. You're testing yourself to see if you can get through it. But you already won. You completed this cycle, or you're about to complete this cycle. You're in the middle of it. Like, it's like, oh, I'm about to tap off, and you know how it is on a relay race where you clap hands and the next person is off. So you almost there with that hand clap. But it's about being ready for your next round. So whatever you have gone through to prepare you for this one, you done got through it, you done did it. So now it's figuring out what it is that you want to put this into. You got this lesson, you are in this period of integration. So it's about being ready for what's next, but using the lessons that you just learned. Like, do not forget the lessons that you just learned. Do not forget the lessons that you just learned, because it was a lot that you went through. You definitely felt the heat. You felt the pressure. So do not forget those lessons, because it's going to help carry you on to the future. To your future battles, your future tests. The message from air shows me just to have more fun, to continue sprinkling your magic dust around where you sprinkle it at. And some of that means that you have to be in trust with where you're going and not trying to control the how or the what. Just do it. There's also a call for music. Whenever I see this card, I think about being nurtured through music, being able to express yourself through music, like sitting in a quiet room and just letting the tunes go off, or you dancing your favorite things and stuff like that. Like, that is magic. That's the magic right there. The message from air is calling you to create in the way that you create, to allow yourself to be captivated by your own light. Allow yourself to be captivated by your own light, because you do share a lot of it. You do sprinkle a lot of it. When it comes to indulgence and comfort and all those things like that, it's definitely a call for music. Whatever you be giving to other people, give it to you as well, because you're not running out. You ain't running low on nothing, but it's just a reminder. That's all. Using their magic, but also using their strength. This just shows that you have a lot of healing power. Whatever work that you're doing for yourself, you're like leading by example, and that's helping to heal others. So you have a lot of healing energy within you, a lot of capacity to help heal others. On the other hand, it could be asking you to receive a treatment where hands are being laid on you, just because you've been doing so much. You've been working, not even necessarily that you've been working, but you've been working on self a lot. And sometimes it's nice to be able to have somebody else, to trust somebody else to help heal you. So a little Reiki, a little facial, a little spa day, a little something where you getting rubbed on and stuff like that. Definitely, you heal people more than you know just by being around them, because of how you treat yourself. So yes, earth signs. All right, thank you. It's mating season for the alligators right now. So, oh wow, there's a big fat gator right here. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you feel called to donate, I'll leave this right here. Boom, my Cash App and my Venmo. And much love and peace to your heart space. Happy new moon.